Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is about Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, the AES. First of all, let's start with this short statement from the government of Mali. I think many of you has heard already about the former minister, what is going on. Some says he was arrested, some says he was jailed, and many more. Please listen to this short news and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
We have this press release number 001 PGGCCM dated 19th August 2025. The Attorney General at the Supreme Court of Mali informs both the national and international public that the investigating chamber of the Supreme Court of Mali has opened a judicial inquiry, based on the usual requisition, regarding serious acts that may constitute the criminal offences of forgery and use of forgeries, misappropriation of public assets amounting to several billion CFA francs, money laundering, and complicity in these offences. These acts are alleged against civil servants and business operators. The civil servants implicated in the alleged acts are mainly those who managed public finances from the Prime Minister's budget over a period from the year 2021 to the 30th of November 2024. As well as those civil servants and business operators who managed market contracts concluded under the partnership agreement between the jetty and the Prime Minister's office. The handling of the case and these matters has led to the separation of proceedings as provided for by the Code, and that the information is duly handled in every way compatible with the duty of discretion and the need to maintain the confidentiality of criminal proceedings as well as judicial investigations. The Attorney General at the Supreme Court knows he can count on everyone's understanding.
Thank you so much, families. You heard everything about corruption, mismanagement of funds, and more. Yes, this was the reason why that he was asked to step down for a new minister to take place. I think it's about a year now since that happened. I'm waiting for the final straw, so we will know. They said are innocent until proved guilty. So that's what I'm waiting for. But this is not the news I originally wanted to share with you. The Prime Minister of Burkina Faso is in Mali to visit his Malian counterpart and also finally see the president of Mali. He did a lot of things within the short time. So please watch when he has arrived, the way he was received, and I'll be back.
Strengthening cooperation between Mali and Burkina Faso, the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel arrived this afternoon in Bamako for a friendly and working visit to Mali. Upon his arrival, he was welcomed by his Malian counterpart, Major General Abdoulaye Maiga, several members of the government, and the Burkina community living in Mali. The two dignitaries, as seen in the footage. There you have it, the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel who arrived this afternoon in Bamako for a friendly and working visit to Mali. He was welcomed by his Malian counterpart, Major General Abdoulaye Maiga, several members of the government, and the Burkina community living in Mali. The two dignitaries had an initial one-on-one meeting in the lounge of the President Modibo Keïta International Airport. At the invitation of his Malian counterpart, Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel will take part in the second edition of the National Camp of the Malian Citizens Brigade, organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sports, responsible for civic education and nation building. And on the sidelines of this event, A working session co-chaired by the two prime ministers and the deliberative groups, as well as the Malian and Burkina delegations, will be held to discuss matters of common interest relating to bilateral cooperation and the regional and international geopolitical situation. The Burkina Prime Minister will finally be received in audience by the Transitional President, General Assimi Goïta. Let me remind you that the Burkina Prime Minister is accompanied by a large delegation and will be staying in Mali from the 19th to the 22nd of August, 2025. So, the arrival at President Modibo Keïta Airport of the Burkina Prime Minister, welcomed by his counterpart, members of the government and the Burkina community. There you have it, indeed. There you have it, a truly significant moment. There you have it, unfolding before your very eyes. There you have it, a pivotal scene. Here are the two distinguished prime ministers engaged in a crucial and highly anticipated one-on-one meeting, commencing immediately right after their official and much-awaited arrival. This important encounter is taking place in a setting that underscores the gravity of their discussions, with each leader present to address matters of mutual importance and strategic significance. And let me remind you that, at the invitation of his Malian counterpart, the Prime Minister will take part in the second edition of the National Camp of the Malian Citizens Brigade.
Thank you so much, families, for watching. And wow, that cola in the calabash, I wanted one. I want one. It looks fresh. It was nice. It was nice, even though they meet regularly. It is still a nice thing to formally welcome him into the country, even though it is already one country. We know that already. To introduce themselves, it is nice. Anyway, I will be waiting when he visit the president, General Smigilta, and I'm sure there will be something to say about what went down in the military. And also, as you heard, you'll be visiting one of the camps as well. There will be a lot of messages personally sent by the president to be given to each and every one. And we see how it goes. When he visits one of the culture museums as well. I think I got it right. Family, please listen and watch. I'll be back.
We begin this news broadcast in Mali, where the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso has been staying since yesterday. His friendly visit was marked this August 20th by a discovery or rediscovery of the Bala Fasake Kouyaté Conservatory of Arts and Multimedia Trades and the National Museum of Mali. Two places of memory and history, symbols of Africa's cultural richness and diversity. A guided tour with Tana Kafando.
At the Bala Fasike Kouyaté Conservatory of Arts and Multimedia Trades, Prime Minister Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel Ouedraogo spoke with officials about the mission of this institution, namely to support artists and promote African cultural heritage. The head of the Burkinabe government praised the vision of the conservatory's founders, whose efforts help showcase local talent and strengthen the role of the arts in building identity and social cohesion.
It's very important to have this kind of training institution, like this conservatory. It's essential for the professionalization of artistic and cultural fields, because it is from this conservatory that the future flag bearers of our country's culture will surely emerge. I was truly impressed by what I saw at this conservatory, and of course this is an opportunity to encourage the entire team and the Ministry of Culture. And the message I also conveyed to them is to work on further strengthening the synergy of action with similar institutions, whether in Burkina Faso or Niger, in order to make the Confederation space a harmonious area for the creation, dissemination, and consumption of cultural products.
On this occasion, the Prime Minister shared Burkina Faso's experience in promoting art through a policy of acquiring artworks for the benefit of ministries and public institutions, an initiative that both encourages artistic creation and integrates art into the daily life of the administration. At the National Museum of Mali, Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel Ouedraogo was able to appreciate the richness of the collections, which retrace the history and cultural diversity of the brother country. This visit was an opportunity for him to highlight the importance of heritage as a foundation of pride and unity for African peoples.
What we have seen here truly demonstrates the richness and diversity of our cultures, our knowledge, and our know-how. And above all, it profoundly strengthens today the significant momentum that is being powerfully driven at the very highest level by the three great and visionary leaders, our esteemed heads of state, who have truly and decisively set the peoples of the Sahel on a momentous and historic path that is perfectly summed up in the enduring motto of the Confederation: one unified space, one resilient people, one shared and prosperous destiny.
In the guest book, Rimtalba Jean Emmanuel Ouedraogo praised the remarkable work accomplished by the leaders and teams of this museum to preserve and showcase this priceless heritage, which serves as a source of inspiration and pride not only for Mali, but also for all of Africa and the world. By drawing on this dual artistic and historical heritage, the head of government reaffirmed the commitment of Burkina Faso and Mali to build a strengthened cooperation in which culture, just like political and security solidarity, remains a pillar of integration within the AES Confederation.
Thank you so much. For the culture, we all know three countries, they are promoting their culture seriously. We need to know because sometimes these arts, you find them in different countries, even though it's not for them. And the little that we have, we don't make noise about it. So people will go and see, especially, I would say, I wanted to say students, but each and everyone, any African, Pan-African, Africa, America, Latino, wherever, we need to know all these things because I have learned a lot from Africa. Actually, Africa art from outside, not in Ghana or any other country. It's recently I started visiting this slave castle. I went to Togo and even Ghana. It's recently that I did twice. I went there twice and I have a video of the both, yes, both on the channel as well. We need to know all that and admire the young ones, what they are doing. I mean, the artists, they draw, those who are drawing, it's beautiful. Those are money. So if they will be help. They can go far with all those things. I like them all. Families, I will leave you here. Thank you so much for listening and watching. So this is just a quick update about the AES. I will see you soon. And I wish the Prime Minister and his delegates all the best that whatever they went there to do, they will achieve it. Sometimes it is good to do things personally, face to face, than telephone because you don't know who is also listening to you. So, yeah, there will be more and more things to say. So, I will leave you here. If anything come my way, I'll be here to share it with you. My VIPs, my kids and queens, my returning families, thank you so much. God bless you all. I appreciate your time and your support, your contributions.